Previously on what we had to watch.
Well, you came all this way. You want to do what we meant to do in the first place?
Oh, you know it!
Yeah! Okay, did screaming seem a little faster to you than usual?
Pretty sure. How else do you explain the sudden weight gain in this ring on my finger?
Wait, you don't mean...
Yep. Time travel.
Of course.
It makes sense.
It explains where I suddenly got this mental lexicon of pop culture references in the past 3 years.
And in no way has anything to do with our schedules not aligning until now.
Right. Well, see ya.
Easy there, Olaf. If we did in fact experience a temporal displacement, and you and I are in the same room, that must mean a movie has just been released. And it is our duty to review the previous installment. And seeing as you're on Channel Awesome now, I see no reason why you wouldn't.
I'm on Channel Awesome.
Yeah, time travel.
Sweet.
So what say ye, me frosty companion?
Why are you suddenly a pirate?
Are ye brave or fool enough to face a Paris cash cow?
Please get that out of my face.
I guess what I'm really trying to say is, are you ready, Neige?
For what?
I can't hear you!
I'm standing right here.
Oh! Who reviews the movies that we had to watch? Spazz and Goober! The other likes gaming and theme parks and such. Spazz and Goober! Is watching this nonsense be something you want? Spazz and Goober! Well, make like a French guy and eat your croissant. Spazz and Goober! Ready? Spazz and Goober! Spazz and Goober! Spazz and Goober! Spazz and Goober!
Can we do the review now? SpongeBob SquarePants. Nickelodeon's big yellow moneymaker has been a titanic staple of children's programming for over 15 years. And with countless merchandising, several licensing deals, and now 2 movies, it shows no sign of stopping.
But today, we'll be reviewing the first movie, right, Neige?
Right. First, I think it's important to understand
The
that...
movie begins with a merry band of pirates.
Hey, you can't do that.
Do what?
Hijack the format. I thought we could do something more, I don't know, intellectual, kind of like a video essay, and just look at the cultural impact and not maybe be so plot
Dude.
point.
It's SpongeBob.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean that you can't...
Hey, look! Fresh booty!
Tickets to the SpongeBob movie!
Ah, here we go.
Not again. So after some sea shantying and device framing, the pirates settle in for the movie, which opens on a bomb threat. Because in this post-9/11 society, even children's entertainment is not safe.
SpongeBob struts onto the scene, rocking a pair of badass boots to assess the situation.
Talk to me, Krabs.
Oh, it started out as a simple order, a Krabby Patty with cheese. When the customer took a bite, no cheese!
SB, you better get in there and fix that burger.
I want you to do me a favor, Phil.
What?
Say cheese.
Selfie!
Hold on, take it again. I think I blinked.
Order up.
Little did they realize that Phil is violently lactose intolerant and would soon fill Bikini Bottom with his putrid bubbles.
Hooray! Gary, I had that dream again.
Well, he is underwater.
Ew!
Today's the grand opening ceremony for the Krusty Krab 2.
Krusty Krab 2? This movie came out 10 years ago. Where's that been in the show?
Well, according to the show creator Steven Hillenburg, this movie is the definitive end of the SpongeBob mythos, so everything that happened before or after leads to this point.
SpongeBob has mythos?
Anyway, SpongeBob exposits in his underwear that today is the day that Mr. Krabs will appoint the new location's manager, and SpongeBob is convinced he's got the job.
Let's ask my wall of 374 consecutive Employee of the Month awards.
You've been working there for 31 years? That would mean that this movie takes place in...
2030.
This show really is outgonna live us all, isn't it?
I hear they only defrost Tom Kenny for con appearances and recording sessions. So SpongeBob makes his way to the Krusty Krab sequel, and Mr. Krabs gets ready to drop the big news.
A name you all know. It starts with an S.
That's me!
Please welcome our new manager, Squidward Tentacles!
Woo! Woo! Yeah! All right.
God, this is painful to watch.
Oh, for crying out loud, SpongeBob! You didn't get the job!
What?
I gave the job to Squidward because, well, he's more, mature than you. There's a word for what you are, and that word is,
A ding-a-ling! Wingnut!
Knucklehead McSpazzatron!
Hey, I resemble that remark.
You're a sexually ambiguous sea sponge who can't take a hint?
Yeah. Wait.
what I'm trying to say is, you're just a kid.
And life is a nightmare.
If I don't get my song, you don't get yours.
We then cut to the recurring villain of the series, Plankton, wallowing in his own rage and disappointment.
Don't get worked up again, Plankton. I just mapped the floors.
Oh, Karen, my computer wife. If only I could have managed to steal the secret to crab success. The formula for the Krabby Patty.
You know, if you have the means and know-how to build a fully sentient computer wife, do you really need the restaurant angle?
Neige, it's SpongeBob.
Okay, you see, that is called handwavium. You can't just pull that out every time.
It's at this point when Plankton makes an important discovery.
Don't cut me off!
While he believes he's exhausted every evil plan at his disposal, there's one he forgot. Plan Z.
This Plan Z can't possibly fail!
So night falls and Plankton prepares to put Plan Z into action. It's here we're introduced to the royal family. King Neptune, voiced by Jeffrey Tambor, and his daughter Mindy, voiced by a pre-Iron Man 2 Scarlett Johansson.
What is this, Mindy?
Your crown?
And what does this crown do?
Covers your bald spot.
No, this crown entitles the one who wears it to be in charge of the sea.
Do they think the audience doesn't know how royalty works?
I'm just wondering why this Neptune isn't the same one as in the show. But while Neptune and Mindy debate over the importance of being a hard-ass, Plankton swoops in and steals the crown for his own nefarious needs.
We then meet up with SpongeBob at Goofy Goober's, a Chuck E. Cheese-style eatery that... Spazz, where'd you go?
Oh no, I already did a video on Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm not going through that again.
He's just a happy dancing peanut.
I don't care. A spring-loaded hand just shot out of his crotch.
You're overreacting. Ah!
Nightmare-inducing legumes aside, SpongeBob is ready to call it a night until Patrick offers an alternative. Drown his feelings in frozen dairy.
SpongeBob and Patrick literally get drunk off ice cream.
But I can say from experience, no night of hedonistic bliss is without a splitting headache the following morning.
I'm late for work. Mr. Krabs is gonna be... Mr. Krabs.
Oh hey, SpongeBob is gonna get some old-fashioned hungover vengeance.
If he gets there in time, as it seems that King Neptune has already beaten him to the punch.
I'm on to you, Crabs! You have stolen the royal crown you cannot deny! For clever as you are, you left one damning piece of evidence at the scene of the crime!
Did he just say damn in a kid's movie?
After the binge drinking allegory, I think it's kind of a moot point.
So King Neptune gives Krabs a chance to defend himself, if anybody can vouch for his innocence. SpongeBob stumbles into that point because timing.
I am 100% man! And this man has got something to say to you!
This is for everyone who's ever had to work retail.
Or a restaurant.
Or a yogurt shop.
Where did you come from?
No, I gotta take a stand for my Menchie sisters and my Pinkberry brothers. We must rise up against our dairy-based oppressors, and we will no longer be relegated to refilling gummy bears and checking the machine for fries.
See you now, money.
Well then.
My pants are on fire!
And now there's just fire underwater, apparently.
Neige, I think it's time to introduce you to a little concept called Mermaid Magic.
Mermaid Magic? What's that?
Well, it's a fancy, whimsical phrase that when translated to Greek, then Latin, then Portuguese, then back to English, translates to something resembling "It's SpongeBob!"
Anyway, after the uncanny crab boil from the land of FU physics, SpongeBob has a change of heart and offers to retrieve Neptune's crown in exchange for Crab's life.
Neptune initially refuses until...
Daddy, stop it! Where's your love and compassion? At least let him try. What have you got to lose?
Yeah, I don't think she had the best voice acting chops by this point.
But just think, that's the voice that would go on to make sweet Siri-based love to Joaquin Phoenix and her. I'll let you sit with that for a while.
And so the deal is set. SpongeBob and Patrick have 10 days.
He can do it in 9, 8, 7, 6. 6 it is then.
6 days to retrieve Neptune's crown from the dreaded Shell City and save Mr. Krabs, who will spend the duration of that time on ice. Do you want to build a snow crab? Fair enough.
To assist on their quest, Mindy gives them a magical bag of winds to blow them back home. She also gives them foreshadowing.
The road to Shell City is really dangerous. There's crooks, killers, and monsters everywhere. And what's worse, there's a giant Cyclops who guards the outskirts of the city and preys on innocent sea creatures.
So our heroes set out in the second instance of a burger-themed vehicle in a Nickelodeon movie. Only to be carjacked 12 seconds after leaving the city.
Seriously, we counted. Meanwhile, Plankton swoops in to claim his prize, the Krabby Patty secret formula.
So, you're selling Krabby Patties, eh, Plankton?
That's right, Squidward. And there's a free bucket helmet with every purchase.
Remember this, it will be very important screw it, we'll just tell you now.
All hail Plankton.
What's going on here?
Seize him, slaves!
And so, through the power of Plan Z, Plankton now has all of Bikini Bottom under his control. But realizing that SpongeBob and Patrick still pose a threat, he dispatches
The vicious, cold-blooded predator!
Oh my gosh!
What?
SpongeBob and Patrick are two of the most innocent characters ever put to syndication. Now they're being hunted by Dogfish the Bounty Hunter here, voiced by Alec Baldwin, and... You don't see anything wrong with this, do you?
I mean, it's funny.
Oh, it's funny!
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's funny.
What are you doing?
Sending a classics terror dog to the past to hunt conspiracy guy.
Nice doggy. Cute little pooch.
SpongeBob and Patrick eventually track down the paddy wagon, but have to retrieve the keys from inside the most metal saloon this side of Atlantis.
So a pink starfish walks into a bar and says,
I have to use the bathroom.
It's, right over there.
But after a delightful bubble party, their cover is promptly blown.
Hey! Who blew this bubble? You! We're on a baby hunt, and don't think we don't know how to weed them out. DJ, time for the test. SpongeBob, it's the Goofy Goober theme song.
I know.
Oh yeah, I think it's time we discuss the Goofy Goober song. Right, Neige?
Yeah, okay. It's the Goofy Goober song. They sung it at the beginning. And then again at the Peanut Place. And now they're singing it again. That's about it. But despite nearly falling victim to the old shave and a haircut, they managed to escape with the key, only to find themselves being pursued by this freaky fish guy.
There's always a bigger fish.
And in case you were wondering where that shocked Patrick meme came from, right here.
Ah, great. Now my viewers are going to want to see a Neige face of that.
Check your asks.
What are you talking about? Oh, damn it, Spazz!
So, once again without transportation at the precipice of an impassable, monster-infested trench, SpongeBob and Patrick are ready to call it quits. Who should arrive, though, out of plot convenience, but Mindy.
It doesn't matter if you're kids, and what's so wrong with being a kid anyway? Kids rule!
Yeah, I'm not buying her performance at all.
She's not terrible, but this was her first major voice acting role, and you could tell she hadn't quite learned how to work without the use of her face yet.
You just gotta believe in yourself. You just gotta believe!
We don't.
she would get better, partially thanks to this role, but for now it's just awkward.
More awkward than this?
I guess I'll just have to turn you into men.
Did she just say...
She's gonna make a bed.
I think we have differing opinions on what that means.
How would you touch me?
Touch.
Do I have to follow you all day?
So, through the power of mermaid magic and placebic seaweed mustaches, Mindy gives SpongeBob and Patrick the courage to make it through the trench. In song!
Now that they're men, we can't bother them. Now that they're men, they have become our friends.
So, hypothetically speaking, if I could grow facial hair, how long would I have to wait until I got my own chorus of hideous singing monsters?
There's a wait list.
Dang it.
I know.
Now that we're men.
Finally, I got you right where I want you.
Can I help you with something, sir?
You! That's my name!
And so the hunter has caught up with his prey and reveals the horrible truth.
They were fake?
Of course they were fake! This is what a real mustache looks like.
And now the fish has hair. Of course the fish has hair, because the only way any of this could possibly make sense is if all those crazy fan theories were true. You know the ones where this all takes place in some kind of weird post-apocalyptic wasteland and humans evolved into fish after the polar ice caps melted. It's SpongeBob.
And just as Dennis is about to collect his bounty, who should save our heroes but the last of the many dangers they were warned about? The Cyclops.
Oh, please, just hit it with the Electrobolt Plasmid and beat it to death with the wrench. Shouldn't take more than 5 minutes.
Did you just...
Interrupt you? Yes. Yes, I did. Like you've interrupted me several times throughout this video.
Okay, I'm gonna let that slide if only because there's an extremely emotional moment right now.
Oh, yes, I'm sure. Very emotional in a SpongeBob movie.
This doesn't look too good, Patrick. I don't even think we're gonna be able to save ourselves, buddy.
Oh, jeez!
Yes, after being captured by the Cyclops, our heroes discover that not only was the monster guarding Shell City, but that Shell City is a beachfront gift shop, and they are to become the next expensive Google-eyed knickknacks. And as they lie under the lamp, they use the last of their energy to embrace who they've really been all along.
I'm a goofy goober, yeah.
Hey there, Nish. It'll be okay. They're in a better place now.
Look! It be the tear of the goofy goobers!
Hey, we're alive! Let's get that crown!
Right!
With their prize in hand and the Cyclops distracted by their fellow revived sea critters, our heroes make a mad dash to the ocean, ready to use their bag of magic wind. But...
Do you still have that bag of winds?
I sure do.
Other but...
Remove string from bag, releasing the winds.
Check.
That's better. Wait, no it isn't.
How will we ever get back to Bikini Bottom now?
I can take you there.
Who are you?
I'm David Hasselhoff.
Hooray!
And they're off in a race against the clock, riding on the back of the majestic Hasselhoff. And after one more confrontation with Dennis, along with some horrific imagery, they finally return the crown to its rightful owner. You alright?
No, I'm not alright! How could anyone be alright after witnessing what we have?
Dude, it's
Would you stop saying that? I don't care if it's just SpongeBob. There are certain things kids shouldn't be exposed to.
Now you just sound like everybody else.
Maybe because we're right. You know, it may be a cash cow for Nickelodeon, but that doesn't mean SpongeBob is quality entertainment.
I think you're missing the deeper meaning here. This is one of the smartest family films of the past decade.
What deeper meaning can there be? It's the story of two heroes traversing a literal underworld full of fantastical creatures trying to find their way home. My God.
Finish chasing that rabbit, sir.
A Cyclops. A siren in the form of an anglerfish. A squandered bag of magical wind? SpongeBob is the Odyssey.
Welcome to the dark side of the moon, my friend.
But that doesn't make any sense. It's designed for kids. It makes people stupid. It's the reason Legend of Korra got the shaft. I shouldn't be able to make complex literary parallels.
Neige, that was the intention. The creators used this as the framing device to enhance the main point.
Which is?
Sing it with me.
No.
I'm a goofy goober.
No.
You're a goofy goober.
No.
We're all goofy goobers.
No.
Goofy, goofy, goober, goobers?
Yeah! What is happening to me?
You've just reached enlightenment, my friend. As for the rest of you, allow me to explain. Ever since the show's premiere, parents have despised SpongeBob, saying that it promoted unintelligence and, as usual, missed the point entirely. But let's consider the target demographic. Sure, it was originally aimed at kids, but over time, the appeal spread across high school, even college campuses. With episodes like Band Geeks and Krusty Krab training video, how could it not? The show became a voice for those starting out in an uncertain world, and the movie acknowledged that. All throughout, SpongeBob and Patrick are criticized for being children, simply because of what they like and how they act. And at every single one of those moments, I sympathize with them. I too like arbitrary and juvenile things, not the least of which are two cartoon characters that sing the praises of imagination. But this makes the Odyssey angle all the more important. The show already establishes that it's okay to let your freak flag fly, but the movie imparts possibly the strongest message of all. You are not defined by your labels, and you are no less capable because of them. So what do you say, Neige? Should we finish reviewing the movie?
Yeah. So, with the crown return, SpongeBob and Patrick... Wait, how did we get here? I wasn't paying attention.
So, with the crown return, SpongeBob and Patrick have a moment of celebration, only to be cut short by Plankton.
Sorry to rain on your parade, Plankton.
Oh, don't worry about me. My parade shall be quite dry under my umbrella. Ella, eight, under my umbrella.
No, allow me.
You never had a chance to defeat me, fool, because I'm an evil genius, and you're just a kid.
Ooh, here it comes.
What?
The culmination of all themes, ideas, and running gags.
I guess you're right, Plankton. I am just a kid.
Of course I'm right. Okay, Neptune, time to...
But that's okay, because I did what everyone said a kid couldn't do.
Here it comes.
So yeah, I'm a kid, and I'm also a goofball, and a wingnut, and a knucklehead McSpazzatron. But most of all, I'm...
Hey, settle down. Take it easy. What the scallop?
I'm a goofy goober! We're all goofy goobers!
Is SpongeBob saving the day through the power of rock?
SpongeBob is saving the day through the power of rock!
His chops are too righteous! The helmets can't handle this level of rock and roll! I better get out of here.
And so, Plankton is hauled off by the authorities, King Neptune thaws Mr. Krabs, and our heroes are rewarded for their good deeds.
Manager, this is the greatest day of my life!
So that was the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. Spazz, your thoughts?
It's good. Best movie ever. 10 out of 10. I like it.
Right. The SpongeBob movie embodies its title in pretty much every possible way. If you think about it, this is just the plot of the first episode spread out over 90 minutes. SpongeBob is given an impossible task which no one believes he can accomplish, yet through his own quirkiness and offbeat nature, he perseveres. The animation is great, the humor is mature but never tasteless, and some other third thing. It's goofy, nonsensical, heartfelt fun.
So until next time, I'm Spazzmaster.
And I'm Neige,
and this is what we had to watch.
What's happening?
Either earthquake or the space-time continuum is collapsing.
Oh. We need to get back to our own time fast.
How?
I don't know, you tell me.
Give me the cheese.
2, 3.
When Bagel Larry came round just to put him down, SpongeBob turned into a clown. And no girl ever wants to dance with a fool who went and ripped his pants. I know I shouldn't mope around, I shouldn't curse, but the pain feels so much worse. 'Cause winding up with no one is a lot less fun than a burn from the sun or sand in your buns. Now this is a lesson I won't soon forget, so listen and you won't regret. Be true to yourself, don't miss your chance, and you won't end up like the fool who ripped his pants. I'm going.
Yeah!